Hello again, and this is a small video that I'm going to show you again with the same topic that I have just discussed with you is how to develop ideas. So you can understand how important is it when you are planning or you are transferring your planning or idea into paragraphs. So let's try to understand it again briefly, right? How to develop ideas, right? I'm going to give you a sort of formula, it can be scientific if you follow it. So try to understand what the official band scripture says and what does the instruction of the question says, because this is what you have to do. You have to follow the instruction given in the question, and you have to follow the instruction of the official band scripture, because this is how you obtain your band skill. So, for the body paragraph, the visual band scripture says at first present your idea. The function. So, for example, I'm just presenting an idea. The topic is: do you believe that the aim of the education in the school to prepare students for higher study or to prepare them for work? So here I'm writing a paragraph where I am taking the spec that they should be prepared for work, right? So this is my idea. So present your idea. The function of a university should be to prepare students for work. Next comes reasons for your answer. So your question says give reasons for your answer, and your band descriptor says extend your idea. Do you see any difference? No difference at all. So you have to give the reason for what you have written. So you're saying the function of university should be to prepare students for work. Why? Because this is because in many professions, employees are equipped with comprehensive theoretical and practical knowledge which have been provided during school education. So these all skills can be taught during school education so that they can work after school, right? And so what you have just addressed 2 points of that. The third point says include some relevant example. This is what your question says, and support your idea. This is what the band descriptors say. How can you support your idea? You can support your idea by further giving one more idea which can support this main idea that should be to prepare student for work. First is this. So you can either do that or you can come up with an example. Both are okay. It is better, I'll say, that if you can come up with your example. But again, I don't see there's any difference because band scripture says support your idea. So you can support your idea further with a logic again. Here I'm giving an example. For example, medical students must be given rigorous lessons on anatomy before they become doctors so that they can make decisions which can save people's life. So now it is proving this idea is proving, this example is proving that the function of a university should be to prepare students for work. There are some small points you have to take care of. First, as I have told you, extending your ideas can also be how, not all the time why. I consider that is a possibility. For example, if somebody is finding a solution of something and you can say, this is the main solution. So they will ask you, how will this solution work? So instead of saying why, or it sounds very, near to each other, you can explain how will it work. Many times you say that something affects dash badly. So you'll say, yes, because dash happens. Then you have to say, but what happened as a result that it become bad? So try to understand. It's a very thin point, subtle point, but you can do that way. So don't always get lost. I have to find out why of this. I have to find out the why of. No, it's okay if you can find how or result, or you can come up with example as on, and later on you can support your example as well, right? So there is no hard and fast rule, but again I'll tell you that better follow this, which is very simple, logical, scientific. You can easily do this, right? Final point is support your idea has not to be an example only like this. You can further extend the ideas if the ideas is clearly established. And you need to understand that. What exactly does it mean? It means whatever you are saying, if it is clear to understand, and no questions like why, how appears. That means your idea has been clearly established. But if it raises a question like how and why, I mean, it can confuse the examiner or is not easily understandable. In that case, you need to give an example. So you have to think yourself whether your idea has been. If you take this example, you can say, employees are equipped with this. It's too clear, I mean, easily understand practical because they have got the practical knowledge, so they are getting the job. On the other hand, let me tell you, if I'm saying the function of universities should be to prepare students for work, and then I'll write something like that because most of the people don't get a job about completing their higher education, as unemployment has become a big problem in many parts of the world. Now it doesn't make any sense. Now, wow, how? So perhaps then you have to come up. For example, in my country, most of the people who have completed their higher study, they are not getting any job. Instead, people who have just completed their school, they have got the job. That means they have learned more practical skills during the school time. And those who went for higher education, they did not learn any practical education after that, so they are not getting the job. Perhaps somehow you can prove it with the example. I don't know whether it is making sense to you, but this is what comes to my mind right now. But I hope you have understood the idea behind what example that I've given, right? Okay, all right, thank you very much for this one. See you very soon with the next video. Bye for now.